Welcome to KristyCoromandel.com. In this video I want to introduce you to Stampin' Up's Embossing Buddy. Now the Embossing Buddy is an anti-static bag. It's approximately 5 centimeters by about 3 centimeters, and it has a special powder inside that's used to reduce static on the surface of your work products. Now the most common use for the Embossing Buddy is of course when you're embossing an image. When you're working with the embossing powders, they're highly static, so they have a tendency to stick to parts of your project that you don't want it to stick to. So let's take this card for example. This has an embossed greeting image. So what you want to make sure is that when you go to emboss an image or greeting, take your static bag and run it over your cardstock. So now you can go ahead and stamp and emboss your image. And what the Embossing Buddy does is that it helps keep the embossing powder from sticking in places that you don't want it to stick. So obviously you want it to stick onto the greeting, but you don't want it on anything else. So by using the Embossing Buddy, you're minimizing the event of that actually happening. Now, although that is the most obvious use, you can also use it for a few other purposes. For example, if you're working with glitter, glitter is also very fine, and it also has a tendency to stick in places that you don't want it to stick. So whenever you're working with glitter, it's always good to use your Embossing Buddy over the top of your project, of your surface of your project, before you actually apply your glitter to it. So those are the most common techniques that the Embossing Buddy is used for.